It's getting very serious out there. As today we firstly turn to AmaLee, the monarch villainous VTuber, who had responded to a comment in her chat about VTubers being cringe with this TikTok, which then received an abnormal amount of quote retweets. With AmaLee responding, "Oh man, was this posted on some VTuber hater Discord or something? Check out the quote retweets for a good time." And yes, either this is a targeted attempt or some mess up on the Twitter algorithm, as we will not be showing any of these vile retweets, but we can confirm that we have never once ever seen such a massive negative response from Twitter users who claim not to watch VTubers. As we can also confirm here what Sins at Sins VTuber has said, it's weird how 90% of the quote retweets hating on you have anime profile pictures. And if the bios on any of these quote retweets are to be believed, the majority of these users are in their teens. As AmaLee would also tweet out this, "Y'all really sending death threats over a tweet where I say ass." And yes, we can confirm after having read some of these quote retweets that is indeed the case, illustrating an escalation in hostility to a VTuber we have just never seen, or at least not at this scale before. Thankfully, AmaLee is taking it in stride, as having just recently celebrated 80,000 followers on Twitch, now celebrating 90 and planning on 100,000 soon. And unfortunately, there are problems on other platforms as well. As a viewer of our show, Choco Milk Tea shared this with us: "If you stream on YouTube, please be careful. There seems to be a rise of hate bots that would raid and spam in your chat. Every bot's name contains the N-word in a Discord server code, as well as having a swastika profile picture." Choco Milk Tea then provided photo evidence showing off a stream of a friend of the show that we will not be showing here, but absolutely confirming this to be true on YouTube. This is now bringing into question what has changed. Is it just that VTubers are getting bigger, or are they being thrown in algorithms where they don't belong? As more and more often now it feels that there are targeted campaigns against VTubers this year, and the targeting is becoming stranger as well. As here we have VERTIGRIS, the freelance illustrator who again gave us the Gree swimsuit, and now sharing this with us: "Someone made my Gree swimsuit into an NFT collection and they couldn't even get the name right." With VERTIGRIS replying with this: "Welcome to my new OC." And also sharing this illustration again, threatening a server farm with a gigantic magnet. Alright, well, I think we can have a little fun now as we turn to Projekt Melody with V Shoujo, as Jirofuru shared off this commission artwork of Melody for us, and this hentai AI had also shared all of their cultured tag choices with us, with such choices as Tentacle going into the triple S tier. Unfortunately, Takahata 101 had this to share: Projekt Melody eating wings was taken off of TikTok for overt sexual mouth sound. There's just no winning, is there? And here now, once again, it's Bao, who today is an L-tuber, receiving this commission of her two new looks from me at Me Laughs, and recently playing some Ring Fit Adventure.
That was a great dynamic stretching. Do you guys like dynamic stretching your cock and balls?
As later Bao would share, the ring slipped during the ab guard part and it punched my coochie at Mach speed, and now my coochie bone is in pain. With Vox Akama of Nijisanji English also replying, "The exact same happened to my balls. It actually happened to him twice." Alright, also now with Nijisanji English is Nina Kosaka, Nijisanji English's unofficial #1 mom, finally giving us some of that wonderful Dami mommy energy here, and even giving us a full reading.
Pushes you against the wall. "You see my tweets, don't you?" Slides my finger down the side of your face and lifts your chin. "Then why don't you interact with me?" Leans in and whispers, "Are you scared? Is that it?" Kisses the corner of your lips and smirks.
Sharing also that she had accidentally muted fellow Niji EN member Luka Kanashiro, asking how many pogs did I miss, with VShojo's Froot also replying how did we both manage that with Luka, as the Lich VTuber had earlier provided this Valentine's card for us, reading roses are red, my eyes are green, give me your soul and call me your queen, and who is also saying thank you so much for 300,000 followers on Twitter, one of my 2022 goals already smashed, with this artwork coming from Ninomaru Hokuzu. And we're not done with Niji Sanji just yet, as yes, we have the Susso Mermaid, Finana Ryugu, giving us an L plus ratio plus pog, and also giving us a little bit of an update about that merger of Niji Sanji Indonesia, Niji Sanji Korea, and Niji Sanji Japan merging together, saying please respect livers from other branches where it comes to labeling them as ENJPIDKR. I've started ignoring comments like this in my streams long ago, but sometimes viewers still bring up the joke, and especially during major announcements, and it's getting very old. This in response to a message from Oliver of the Inugumi group in Niji Sanji Japan, saying he is still absolutely down with the joke of him being in Niji Sanji EN instead of Niji Sanji Japan, but please refrain from calling him Niji Sanji ID or Niji Sanji Korea, as the livers of those particular branches are already going through enough and is just trying to avoid confusion. And if you're having a hard time keeping up with all of this merger news, you're not alone, as just in review once again at the beginning of April, Niji Sanji Indonesia, Niji Sanji Korea, and Niji Sanji Japan are all merging into a singular branch just called Niji Sanji. And speaking of Niji Sanji Indonesia, here we have Mika the ghost from Niji Sanji Indonesia, also giving us a serious note. I really dislike it when people re-upload my unarchived streams without my permission, especially if it's the whole stream length. I don't mind if you kept it to yourself or clipped some parts, and I really appreciate those who asked my permission beforehand. But the whole thing? With Finana also replying, yeah, the same happened to me before. Everyone needs to see this. And now, very lastly, with Niji Sanji, we turn to Niji Sanji Korea, as their talent KoYami is set to graduate in only a matter of hours. Yes, she will be ending her VTuber activities and leaving Niji Sanji in full. And as soon as tomorrow, VShojo's Iron Mouse could become the #1 most active subbed member on all of Twitch, guaranteed to jump up in the all-time rankings. While also looking at the active sub rankings, we found this surprise. Yes, you read that right. Nearly 42,000 active subs for ShyLily, who is coming up onto 3 weeks in her own subathon, potentially giving us the chance that we'll have 2 VTubers in the top 10 ranking for active subs. Now, very quickly, we turn to Hololive Japan for LaPlus Darkness, aka YMD, aka Yamada, receiving this cool animation from Miversal, and who, yes, is now streaming on Twitch as well, sticking to Valorant gaming so as to keep the Valorant viewer stream fan base off of her own YouTube channel. And yes, of course, it turned out the same way it has turned out for other Hololive Japan talents when they come to Twitch, meaning nowhere near enough moderation and lots of spamming of text images in the chat, some of which are very cute and some of which look like giant throbbing penises. But at least over on YouTube, LaPlus is now celebrating 9 million views on her cover song, as also another member of Hololive Japan, Usada Pekora, who has also used Twitch, mostly for their watch-along function, has now won the Topical Award at the Game Streamer Awards 2021. And that's not all for Hololive, as we have this brand new Twitter account for Hololive production events, now showing off the full floor space for the upcoming Hololive Super Expo, with this event occurring in the middle of March, and also showing us this lineup. Yes, you can see separate booths for various different talents, with monitors and headphones in each of the booths, this being for the Hololive Valentine 2022 event, where fans will be able to talk one-on-one with their very favorite talents. And at last, we have an update to Hololive Error, with an original 2D video being uploaded, and yes, even actually containing English subtitles. With this very first first episode clocking in at just under 6 minutes. All right, and lastly, let's go ahead and end the episode on a bang, as here she is, the Twitch partner, half angel, half demon freelance artist and VTuber. Momo, now fully re-debuted just before the recording of this episode, and going out with a brand new starting screen, a fully animated lore video, brand new backgrounds, and a brand new and highly expressive 2D model, showing off various different hairstyles, both being shorter and longer, as well as this long hair variant. And then, oh no, that was not all, as we then turned to nighttime, and then getting a look at this new 3D alternate model, and then blowing all our minds with a brand new 3D model as well, showing off all of her new angles. And we mean all of the new angles. It really does feel like the bar has been raised here. And plenty of others are celebrating, including Huffy at Huffy Strikes, giving us this real footage of me prepping Momo for her re-debut, as Yakisuki gave us this welcome back Momo, wishing a happy re-debut. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and share this happy Valentine's, this being between Momo and Uni, saying what a great way to spend Say-So Valentines with Besto Doggo. Yes, a very Say-So Valentine's Day indeed. And hey, very lastly, please check us out tomorrow as we bring on Poppy the Lich King onto our YouTube stream. We hope very much to see you there. And that is all for this episode. As always, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. Join us on Twitch to record with us live. Join our Discord for other VTuber news, and we'll have more things VTubers say for you soon.